What's good? I'm back after yeah, I know it's been like a year, but I just want to make this video because it's been a year and so much shit has happened. So, let me tell you. As you can guess, a lot happened between then and now. I'm gonna start in order of from that time to here, because that was a long stretch. So I'm gonna speak about that. Of course, I had Christmas, which I'm actually really glad, because I haven't had, because beforehand I didn't really have Christmas, which, if you couldn't tell, I got this for Christmas, and I fucking love this one. And also, the coolest thing that I got, let me grab it, Xbox 360. Yes, I can't play online, but hey, I'm really glad about it. Like, I have 100%, I have 100%, like, 3 games, I think. But that's not important, because that doesn't apply to what's at hand. There's a hard part that is gonna take a lot of courage, but I have to. Well, I gotta put this here so YouTube doesn't fucking take down my video, because you know they want to take down videos. But this is your final and only trigger warning. I will be mentioning things such as deep depression, suicide, depressive episodes, and anything like that. And I cannot stress this enough, but I do not condone of anything I say. I am not trying to condone anything malicious. And this is your only and final warning. I am not going to give you this warning again. So be prepared. This is your only warning. This part I kind of dreaded because a lot of bad stuff happened around this time. And this was after New Year's and hell, even after an anniversary. Not on this channel, something I'll talk about later. But right now it's not time. So, for you probably heard of my cat Lucky, and she passed away. But the worst part was it was of my own volition. Like, I still feel like my decision was best because she was suffering, and I decided to put her down, but I still feel bad. I still feel really bad for that. Like, okay, Lucky was just as old as I am. So, Lucky has literally been with me my whole life. Now she's gone. Even though I have 2 pets and they're under the bed, I don't know if I can talk about them, but yeah, they're under the bed. I still miss them. Like, so much. Her passing fucked me up. It fucked me up so much that even when dealing with those 2 little shits, like my 2 little shits down there, but she lived a good life. And I'm glad I gave her a good life. She was a gift to all of us, and I'm glad to have her. Now, let's talk about what happened afterwards. I got the bag of Yonder, which has a lot of important stuff to me. Personal trinkets and all that. But there is one that shows a light that I found in hell. Not literally, but metaphorically. So, if you don't know what I'm going to talk about, afterwards, I went to a mental hospital for a week. Thank God it was a week, because I probably would have lasted there for a month. More specifically, I went to Vermilion, which, if you don't know, this is Vermilion, which, it's a good place. I found some pictures online, which I'm gonna put up top, but that place was both bad and good. Like, I'm not shitting you. That place was, it wasn't a hellhole, but it wasn't good either. But before I continue, I just have to thank the people that actually helped me go through. Like, this drawing was made by Kylie, which was another patient at Vermilion, and they made my time there a lot better. I don't know if I should say the names, but I do want y'all to know that I'm keeping this as long as I can. It has everyone's names on it, and I'm gonna keep this as long as I can, because those people were the ones that got me through. Hell, Rain taught me how to, Rain, Kylie, and I think they taught me how to play Uno. Big J, which is, we have two Jadens, and one we call Big J and one Baby J. They both taught me how to play Blackjack and Catlight. That shit's fun. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for being the people there that I was able to hang out with. I appreciate y'all a lot, and I'll never forget y'all. I'm gonna keep this forever. Okay. You may be asking, why the fuck was I in Vermilion? Well, it was a multitude of things, like a lot of things. But I think if I would put it in a nutshell, it would be that the main reason was deep depression and suicidal tendencies. And no, I will not say unalive or any shit like that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to fucking do that. Y'all aren't babies. Y'all are not Christian parents. Well, probably y'all are, but y'all not act like that. So, yeah, I am gonna give it straight to y'all, and I am going to fucking be truthful and blunt and honest. None of that. I don't care if YouTube hates me. I'm not doing that, because y'all aren't immature. Anyway, so yeah, I was there for very deep depression and suicidal tendencies. Like, I would say on 3 occasions I tried to kill myself. And I'm not saying that you should, but I'm telling you my story. My story of how I got here. Like, in one of the occasions, there's one person you should fucking thank. If you like me here, there's one person you should fucking thank. And she's gonna become important later. But sadly, I'll have to keep her name hidden for confidentiality reasons and because she didn't want me to. Yeah, I was in Vermilion for like a week because suicidal thoughts and tendencies, but I improved. I got out there and I have medication. Like I'm on Sterlin. Sure, they gave me like a 30-day prescription, which is fucking horseshit. Like that means like every time I run out, which is like pretty common if you have to take one every day, you have to go up there and we had to. Here's how I fucking hate this, like the system of how they fill prescriptions. We had to change our provider because they wouldn't let me get one because my stepfather did. Horseshit. Fucking horseshit. I tell you, getting a prescription is not easy. Well, actually, for me it's easy, but if they don't approve it, you ain't getting shit, and they tell you you need it. Anyway, enough raging. Don't mind. I'll explain these later. Okay. So yeah, after Vermilion, I have, in a sense, improved a lot on my mental state. Kinda. There's still some, as I would call it, depressive episodes where, as my girlfriend would say, I would spiral. And yes, I will talk about her later, but again, not to be confident, or I'll have to kind of censor myself out of her volition. Anyway, so yeah, even though I got over Vermilion alive and well, I still have issues, but those will be solved hopefully by the time I move out or by the time I become stable. I just hope I become stable soon because I'm tired of depressive episodes. I am tired of that. But they are listening. They are majorly listening. Thank the Lord. Alright. So, also, if you're wondering why I literally have fucking thigh highs on, I would much rather embarrass myself on the internet by wearing fucking thigh highs than have someone polishing their penis over my feet pictures. I'd much rather wear thigh highs than be barefoot. I'd much rather that. And also, why thigh highs instead of socks? They're funny. Even though they're probably gonna get thrown back in the closet. It's funny. Anyway. So, who is this mysterious mistress I'm talking about? Again, I can't say her name or talk a lot of information about it. Just what you need to know. I have to CIA this shit. So, if you don't know, in 2024, I got a girlfriend. And we've actually been taught. We've known each other for a while, and going back to what I said, she is the reason I'm alive. Like, she's the reason I'm still here. Because if you don't know what Moss Bluff is, Moss Bluff was a place that I lived at for a while, and I was at my lowest point in my life. Like, my mom had a Remington 870 in the closet, and while she was away and I was like home alone, like, my sister was at her friends, my brother was at his dad, and my mother was at her boyfriend's. I was at my lowest point in life, and I was going to kill myself at that time, and she saved me. She didn't know at the time, but her checking in on me actually saved my life. So if you like me being around, you better fucking thank her. You better fucking thank her for me being here. Okay. Now, what I mean by the anniversary was we celebrate our 1-year anniversary on April. And if you think this will be a one-time thing, no, I feel like I feel like my girlfriend is her. I wouldn't say him because, yes, that's the meme, but yeah. I don't know why. I need to stop gushing. About it. Alright. Okay. Before I fucking say it, I am not talking about the ID verification fuck shit, cause yeah, that's been going on for like, I think 4 years? They've been trying to do that shit for like 4 years, which they haven't done it, and yeah, they have done it in UK, which, yeah, Britain's hell. I will bet Britain sounds like hell, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, they're, like, a lot of black ones are already getting in trouble, so it seems like they're quitting it. And besides, I don't care. It's not happening, so I don't care. But what do I mean by the problem? Well, look at the video. Look at all my past videos. Look at the thumbnail. Look at all that. The problem is two things. Two major things. The more important one I will get to later, because that's going to drastically change the future of this channel and probably my online presence. So for now, the first problem I will say is the quality. Like, my videos aren't the quality that I want them to be. Like, I want them to be good. I want them to be fucking great. But with what I have now, that's not possible. Sure, it's feasible and somewhat possible, but not probable. Like, for example, I wanted to do a gun rant about Warframe guns, and I was really excited for that. But then I realized I can't film shit. Because 1, I don't got a laptop. 2, I don't have a capture card. 3, I don't even have a good editing software. For now, I'm doing it on fucking CapCut. I want to do it on something better. So, if you boil it down till it's a mushy paste, poor people problems. Just, I don't got money. That's the simplest explanation. I just don't have money. And I'm just working with what I have. This phone and editing software that people used to make shit posts on fucking TikTok and probably AI slop on YouTube. I don't know. Hey, well, at least someone can. At least I know a YouTuber that actually uses CapCut and makes great fucking videos. That's not me. I'm not mad at Hecuba making good videos. If you don't know Hecuba, if you don't know who Hecuba is, known for this series. I love that series. I fucking love his content. But how was he able to make that shit on fucking CapCut? I don't like that. I don't like that I'm poor. Poor people problems. Yeah, so yeah, I don't have much to say other than the quality's bad in videos because I have a shitty phone. Well, shitty for filming. Like, it's good for utility, but it's shitty for filming. Don't have good editing software, and I don't really have many options to do it. Now, the main issue, which you probably guess via the little time card. Also, fun fact, the music in those was actually made by me and BandLab. I want to do music. I'll talk about it later. But the problem is, currently on YouTube, I don't have an identity. I don't have a defining feature that makes me stand out. AKA, I don't have an identity. Like, yes, I know who I am. I know who I personally am on YouTube. I just don't know what my identity is. Because for now, I'm just going with shit. Just going with whatever I think is entertaining, and yet I somehow make it shitty. But that's because I don't have a style. I don't have a stance. I don't have a style nor an identity. And that's what I want to change. The quality of these videos and my identity. I want to change those to make me more stand out. Like, yes, the name Lord Gamer 9 or Big Lord, as I kind of prefer, but I'm not changing it because I gotta keep it consistent. And also, Big Lord we use for something else. But I want to have an identity where it's like, when you think of me, you know what I'm doing. It's like, that Big Lord guy. Oh yeah, he makes music and all that. Like, yeah, I want that. But right now, I have none of that. I don't have an identity. I don't have anything distinguishing. And I'm going to talk about what I want to do to change that. After today's sponsor, I'm fucking with you. I don't have a sponsor, nor probably ever will, because they probably don't want to sponsor me. Because I'm not getting sponsored by fucking Raid Shadow Legends or... God, I don't want to get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. That ain't shit. That ain't shitty. I've seen it. It's ass. Not even the good kind of ass. Just badass. Not badass. It's just ass. Not the good kind. Not the badass one. Just ass. Okay. So, let's sit down so there's room above my head. So, as obvious, I have a plan for the future, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm not gonna be on YouTube forever. At a certain point in my career, I plan on retiring from YouTube because I can't do YouTube forever, and I don't want to do YouTube for 10 years. I don't want to do YouTube for 10 years. Because at a certain point in content creation, you go from having a bunch of freedom to, content-wise, you're in a golden cage. Like, yes, you have a lot of money, but what the fuck are you going to do with it now? You're basically a slave to the algorithm in YouTube because you just make too much fucking money. So, yeah, I don't plan on being on YouTube forever, and this video does not mean that I'm gonna go back to content creation. Well, for now. What this video is supposed to be is an explanation of what I'm doing, what I am making this video for, and why I haven't been here, and what I'm gonna do afterwards. Because after this video, I'm not gonna make content. Not until 2 prerequisites are met. 1, I have to have the necessary equipment and be mentally stable, or 2, I move in with my girlfriend. Those 2 prerequisites have to be met. One of them is viable, like if I get the equipment and become mentally stable, or if I move in with my girlfriend. Excellent for myself off. Yeah, but those 2 requisites, they have to be filled before I go into content creation, because if I'm living with my girlfriend, then I'll probably be living better. I'll be with the love of my life. And yeah, I'll probably not have the equipment, but I can still work with it. But with her, I'll have a lot more time. And the first prerequisite is and the reason why is because if I'm not mentally stable, then I don't want it to where it's like in the middle of, I don't want it to where it's like in the middle of doing a big project and all that, I'm just gone. Like, for a long time, either out of burnout or other means of guessing, or what you could guess the other means. I don't want that. So this is just a preventative measure to not cause that in the future. Now, let's get on. Because I'm going to sit on the ground. Before I say it, there's going to be a timeline up here. The start is, this side will be now, and this will be the end goal. Now, if it moves around a lot, that's because I'm currently doing this in like parts, where it's like I do one main point, I stop recording, and then I do the next main point, and I stop recording, so on and so forth. So yeah, if it's like at the top of the curtain, two in the middle, two around that poster, two around there, it's just, yeah, I'm sorry, it's just that, but it shouldn't be the case. So yeah, timeline up there. This is around here is the start, around here is the finish. Hopefully y'all understand. Now, I will tell you this, some things have to be confidential and censored because since the internet is the fucking internet, I got to keep some things confidential to not ruin my life. So I can keep my goals secure. So, sorry if there's not a lot of details. I just have to do it. First step. I am currently trying to graduate from HiSET, which is basically general education degree, which is on par with a high school diploma. I mean, a lot of places accept the GED, so yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna try to graduate from HiSET and culinary school because I do want to go into culinary school and learn how to cook. That doesn't mean I'm gonna get a job, but I'm saying that once I do that, it's either I will be a fucking great house husband or a great cook. Two of those things. I'll either be a great house husband, which is probably the more probable since what my girlfriend wants to do, or I'll be the greatest, or I'll be a great fucking cook. I'll be both. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah. Get GED, graduate culinary school. That's probably going to be the most recent and most possible achievements. Second major event, which is going to be two events in one. Move in with my girlfriend and start the channel and revive the channel, because yeah, I want to do that. So here's what I want to do. I want to do 3D animation, streaming, music creation, like probably in the vein of like GeoXer or Scourge or just anything electronic. I want to do that. Because I love that type of music and I feel like I can excel at that. I'm not good with lyrics, but hopefully I can go with like drum and bass or EDM or any of that. So I want to, so yeah, two events. Move with my girlfriend and revive the channel with a new identity. Yeah, I'm still going to be the same person. It's just I'm going to be known for different things. If you're not in the inner circle of like my friend group, you probably won't know what I mean by Project Artificial Revival. But if you do, then it would all make sense. So the reason why I'm calling it it's a game. I will tell you this, it's a game, and I want to develop it. But the reason why Project Artificial Revival is not the name of the game, but it's for the project in general. So yeah, Project Artificial Revive. The reason I'm saying that is because, again, the internet's a fucking internet. If they find out what I actually want to do, they're gonna take that shit and probably sell on the App Store for $5 or on the Nintendo Shop for an obscene fucking price. Nintendo eShop's godless. It's a godless place. Like, there have been many times I was looking for Green Hell, 5 hentai games. I found 5 hentai games, and I was just like, I just want to find Green Hell. I got it. That's such a shitty story. I have no option. Anyway, enough about trying to find a good game in the ocean of shitty flip games. And the reason why I'm not for Project Artificial Revive, it's gonna be free. It's gonna be free. I am not going to charge money for it. Hell, it's gonna come out of my pocket. It's gonna be a net loss. Because that's not the point. The point is I want to make a game that is fun and great. I want to do that. And that's what Project Artificial Revive is gonna be. I want that. We're getting near the end, so hopefully things go well. Final part. After Project Artificial Revive is done, I want to eventually retire from YouTube. Serious, I'm gonna be interacting on YouTube, but not making content. I won't be doing that anymore. And of course, after retirement, I will live a life that I wanted. Probably start cooking, or I don't know, start blacksmithing and jerk off in the corner. I don't know. Yeah, like, here's the thing. I don't want to do YouTube forever, because there's a point where you're trapped in a cycle of you're pressured into making content, but you also have to make it high quality, so you either have to sacrifice one of those, and if you sacrifice either of them, people are going to be pissed. It's a golden cage. So, yeah. I'm going to eventually retire, but again, those prerequisites have to happen. On the timeline, those prerequisites have to happen. So yeah, that's the plan for the future net. Now, before this is over, I want to say that for those who stuck during the era of 2022 to 3 and 2024, if you waited, thank you so much. Thank you for being here, for actually watching to the end, for sticking around even after this 1 year hiatus. Thank you. And trust me, I will try to make my comeback better than ever. Like Valiant Hearts, I want to make my comeback better than ever. I'll have an identity, same person. Thank you, and goodbye.